Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Corolla Pascal, joined alongside me, as always, by my wonderful co-host, Trey Wright, here for night number 2 of the Jersey Pro League 2024 playoffs, here for the Pro Division for their first games of the playoff season. Here for a good one tonight, here for the semifinals matchups here in the Pro Division. We've got 2 games on the slate this evening. We're kicking things off here between the number 4 43 Oak Foundation, otherwise known as Team Broadway, and the number 1 seeded Cheema Hockey, known as Team Ironbound. Set for a very, very good one here tonight, Trey.
Definitely took the words out of my mouth, as we have 2 teams that have been on 2 opposite sides of the spectrum with the regular season. Obviously, Cheema Hockey, Team Ironbound, the juggernaut of this Pro Division all season long. We're 6-0 going into the final game of the regular season. Unfortunately, lost that one, but they have got the best record of any team in the JPL coming into the playoffs. On the other side of the equation, we've got the inverse record, 43 Oak, 1-6 on the season. They are looking for a massive upset over this stacked Team Ironbound program.
For sure, and looking at some of the matchups before we get kicked into things here, looking at their past season matchups, it has been a rout by Cheema Hockey. 3 matchups, 3 wins for Cheema against this 43 Oak squad. Going first back to July 9th, a 11-8 win. Then back on June 20th, a 10-2, a very commanding win there. And then another commanding win all the way back on June 4th, 12-3. And looking at some of the goal scorers and point leaders for these teams, your top 2 forwards going head-to-head here, Ryan Luco, wearing the number 88, with 11 goals, 6 assists, and 17 points. Meanwhile, the number 92 of Alex Konovalov, 7 goals, 6 assists, and 13 points. As we get set, ready to go here for the opening draw of this game. Before we get kicked off, just want to say a thank you once again for tuning in as the center's skating, and we're off here in this game. Quickly off the draw, trying to get on it quickly is Pirtle. Pirtle, third on the team in points, has 16 so far this season, as that one bounced right in front. Now taken away here by 43 Oak. Quickly the other direction, that one's laid up by Delgaizo. Laid it to Grevy, trying to get it back to him on the backhand, trying to get it. Delgaizo fires a shot, steered aside there by Kai. Looking at the goaltending matchups tonight, who else but Jason Kai in between the pipes here for Cheema Hockey. And then Trevor Babin, who came in during the middle of the season here for 43 Oak, has put on some very, very spectacular performances as it's a 2-on-0 the other way. Konovalov with it to Carfagna. They mess up on the 2-on-0, just one too many passes.
And that was a beautiful chance right in front, right at the doorstep. And this is definitely going to be something. As we got a breakaway the other end. Slap shot goes wide. But this is something that we saw in the first game last night between Synergy and BSB, is with this kind of uneven matchup. The big thing for the white-clad 43 Oak team is getting that first goal.
As Babin makes a huge save there on that pass back across onto the back door. A massive one-time save there for Babin, getting things going early here. Shots 2-2 right now. Here with 14:38 left to go here in period number 1. Brown picks this one up. Brown 4th in points as that one fired on goes wide. Brown with 9 goals, 5 assists for 14 points. And he did that in just 5 games. As this one taken here by Cheema once again. Big burst of speed into the zone, trying to break through, poked aside there by Babin. A good stick check to get that one away as it's kept in the zone by Maysunis. He lays this one across to Delgaizo. All 3 Delgaizo brothers playing here in this one tonight as Nick skates that one forward. Trying to chase on it is Terrain as that one steered aside to Brown. Brown trying to get a speed boost of his own. He lays this one forward for a teammate into the zone. Cheema with it, trying to feed Brown on the back door. He can't connect as he regains possession. Brown plays this one back again, walking in further. That one fired on to Babin, and he flashes the leather and holds on here with 13:38 left to go in period number 1.
Took almost 2.5 minutes to finally get our first stoppage. A good little sequence there for our first couple of plays on each sides of the ice. But you mentioned the 3 brothers, the 3 Delgaizo brothers. Nick wearing the sticks, who's wearing the 11 jersey. Anthony in 27, and Mark, his first appearance in a while, wearing the white deuce jersey. Good to see all of them playing out there tonight. A little trying to play like the Hanson brothers a little bit from Slapshot.
For sure, as Parker picks this one up, plays it back up to the point here. That one walked the line, sent across to Luco. Luco, nice little toe drag. He fires, held on to there by Babin. Some silky mitts there from Luco with that slick toe drag. Couldn't beat Babin, though, high glove side.
Now, we've seen a lot of that all season long from the Brentwood, Tennessee native, but point to point right from the tape of the stick straight into the glove. No redirect necessary. Another good save for the Motor City Rockers netminder.
Hall tried to dance through the defense there, couldn't do so. Luco was there to stop it as this is sent to Parker. Parker trying to get by Grevy. He fires, he puts it wide of the cage. A good chance there by the captain, Remy Parker, who is mic'd up tonight once again here. Some wonderful work by Sam down at ice level as that one's held on to by Kai. That blast from right in front. I think that was from Anthony Delgaizo. Indeed it was, but Kai able to squeeze the pillows together and hold on. Shots 5-3 right now with 12:48 left to go here in period number 1. Carfagna able to keep this in the zone. Filling in for Oak this evening as Hall tried to put that one on, was looking for a redirect for Grevy in the middle. Kai had to poke it away. As it goes the other direction for Cheema once again, Pirtle trying to drive around Carfagna, wrapping all the way around the cage, plays back up to the point. Pass sent across here for Brown. Brown lays this one off, still in the zone. Cheema with it once again. Driving in, trying to cut into the low slot. That one poked aside by the decor there for 43 Oak as Brown comes back to collect in the neutral zone. Into the zone quickly again. Cheema able to find Pirtle. That one walked in on goal, and Babin able to make the pad save. That was Parker who fed Pirtle. As it's taken once again here by Team Broadway.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of chances from this Cheema team off of the rush, just trying to catch this defense sleeping a little bit for 43 Oak.
Still in the zone, Konovalov, leading goal scorer for this Team Broadway squad, trying to dance away a couple of players as Brown sends this one up to Parker. Parker trying to walk by the defense, spins around, had it poked away there by one of the Delgaizo brothers as Brown collects the loose puck. Brown driving in, he puts that one wide. Babin might have got a piece of it there with the pad as this one rings all the way around behind his cage. As back to get it there was Mark Delgaizo. He sends that one forward. Masunis with it, poked it aside. There was the defense of Cheema. As this one played up to Lonergan. Lonergan feeds a silky pass forward. Tried to feed back to Lonergan. They couldn't connect as Luco regains possession. Luco being hounded by Masunis. Puck still in the zone. Taken here by Cheema again across. That one fed there, kicked aside by Babin. Cheema still with it, cycling here in the offensive zone as they try to keep it. Mark Delgaizo fighting for this one. He's able to dig it away as Silverstein, his first appearance onto the ice tonight, is able to clear it out of the zone. Silverstein showing up a little bit late here as that one bounces over his stick. We've got some pretty heavy rain going on here in Jersey today.
I got the first band of the remnants of Debbie coming through. Obviously, that'll be a little bit of a problem later this week as we got icing down on the play. But obviously, you know, the first outer bands of Debbie coming in wasn't really the best drive in the world, but
certainly was not.
Hey, we're able to get here on time. The broadcast was able to start on time. That's a good thing. And you know what? It's good that these we got a packed bench here for both teams here tonight. Should be a good showing so far. Close game. Cheema leading the shot category 8-4 right now.
As this one taken by Cheema in their own zone yet again. Looking to walk out with some speed. Quickly they do into the zone. That one laid off to Brown. Brown, nice little spin move to keep the puck at the blue line. Brown still with the puck. Lays this one off here back up to the top of the circle. That one fired through traffic. Babin able to hold on and get the whistle.
Seen a lot of really good chances from this Cheema team so far. Early on, as we got 10:07 to go in this first period. Shot number 9 being saved once again by Babin. He's been stout so far in net. We'll see if he's got any offense on the other side of the ice. Reward him for that.
Hasn't really had much so far as Carfagna trying to walk in now on the partial breakaway through the leg save there by Kai. Oh my goodness. Damian Carfagna nearly tucked that one through the legs. That would have been something there for the Ohio State.
That looks like something out of a Buckeye highlight reel like that. What a opportunity there. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it back in the 4x6.
Actually, Carfagna is a defenseman, as this one taken forward by Pirtle.
That just makes it even more impressive.
That one fired in by Cheema, saved there by Babin. Back-to-back good saves for both goaltenders here, as that one sent into the low slot, bouncing towards the cage, trickles just wide off the skates of Robilotti.
No, I think that was Robilotti who nearly put that in. A dangerous opportunity there for Oak.
Bouncing puck comes right up into the bench of Oak and will get a stoppage.
Some really good chances on both ends of the ice. Obviously, you've got Cheema hammering on one end and a couple of really good chances on Jason Kai. But both netminders holding strong so far. Still locked up 0-0 with 9:21 to go in this first period.
Puck taken out of the zone quickly by Silverstein. Tries to get by Lonergan as Luco is able to just poke that one away from danger. Cheema back the other direction. Into the zone they go. Still down in the near side corner, awaiting some options here. Laid off to Luco, looking. Has to spin away from a attacker there as this one played to Lonergan. Lonergan shakes and bakes away from one, still with the puck. Lonergan cycling yet again up back to the top of the slot. He fires through traffic. That one's blocked away. Puck still in the zone here for Cheema in front, trying to get by Babin. He's able to get the stick there and makes the save.
A beautiful, beautiful stop there. Looking a little bit like Dominic Hasek out there, just diving for the biscuit.
And let's take a look at that replay. What a sequence there. All alone right in front, Cheema trying to drive that one by Babin, but he's able to get the paddle back and swipe it away from the shooter. What a save. Keeping it at 0-0 as Terrain plays this to Silverstein.
Both these goaltenders have been stout so far in this opening frame.
For sure. As this one taken by Cheema yet again, and they go into the neutral zone looking for Parker. That one took a funny bounce off the skate of Silverstein. Brown had it, lost it. Silverstein with it again. Plays to Delgaizo. Delgaizo still in the zone. Stark putting some pressure on him. That one sent towards the cage, bounces wide. Parker able to poke that away from Carfagna as that one bounces right up into the bench of Oak yet again. And speaking of Oak, right now they're missing 2 out of their top 3 point scorers in Anthony Galante and Ryan Schelling. We'll have to see if maybe they show up in a little bit. As we know, there's been some flooding going on, like we were mentioning earlier with the bands of Debbie coming in here, the remnants of that storm coming up the East Coast here. You know, there's a lot of rain going on the last little bit here. It was pretty rainy on the way in, like Trey said on the drive in here.
Yeah, you can definitely hear Debbie hitting the walls of the Prudential Center.
For sure, as that wraparound chance in front and they score. Konovalov able to put in the loose change, and 43 Oak go up 1-0.
Beautiful setup right at the doorstep was the Princeton Tiger, and it is so fitting that the lone NCAA player playing in the Garden State gets the first goal of the Jersey Pro League Pro Division Playoffs. Take another look at it. Beautiful setup right behind, right place, right time at the welcome mat for Konovalov. And Team Broadway opens the game up 1-0 right at the midway point in this first period. Beautiful, beautiful play there from the Princeton Tiger.
And obviously not the start for Cheema that you want to have going down by 1 here early. And Kai was kind of down and out as he tried to get back and stop that wraparound chance. Wasn't able to get back and stop the chance from Konovalov, like you said, right on the doorstep. Just wasn't able to put it home, or wasn't able to get the pad down, I should say, as that one gets by Pirtle, goes back up to Lonergan at the blue line, lays across to Luco, sends that hard pass across to Robilotti. He crosses up with Pirtle. They use each other as a screen. Pass back up to Luco. Luco keeps it in the zone only for a second. Konovalov stopped there on the partial breakaway chance. Delgaizo up to Carfagna, lays this one off. Pass meant back for Carfagna as this one is taken away and rushed up the ice by Pirtle. Pirtle able to keep the bouncing puck, waiting for some help here as Delgaizo is all over him. That's Mark Delgaizo as this one stripped away here by Pirtle. Pirtle spinning pass, lays this one to Stark, trying to keep it in the zone. He does. Looking for an option here. Sends this one up, top of the circle, darting into the high slot. Fired, and they score! And we are tied at 1. A wicked wrister there from right at the top of the slot in between the circles, and it is a 1-1 game.
That was about as wristy of a shot as you could get. Ian Pierce take a bow. We take a look at the replay of that. Pierce just getting it right at the right circle, dancing through the defense, and once again launching about 2 or 3 jock straps straight into the rafters there, completely undressing this Oak defense.
And they score yet again. Another goal there for Cheema. What a finish there as they now take the lead 2-1.
It's just like that. Momentum, like they say in this great sport of hockey, it shifts right on a dime. And just like that, 43 Oak had the lead. 2 straight goals in the span of about 8 seconds. And Cheema back out front here. Their first lead of the evening, 2-1.
Maysunis in the zone had that one steered away as it comes bouncing out of the Cheema end. Maysunis with it, tried to lay that forward, looking for Delgaizo as it's taken the other direction. Walking into the zone, trying to drive by Silverstein. Cheema still with the puck. Bouncing puck taken by Maysunis, one-on-one the other way with Luco. Has Lonergan on the back check. Has this one sent to Delgaizo. Delgaizo tried to put it into the slot. No one was home as it got blocked away. Taken the other direction by Cheema again, looking to fire. That one squeaks through Babin and they score. Babin got a piece of it, but Cheema extend their lead to 2, and it's now a 3-1 game.
3 straight unanswered for this Cheema program, and they had a little bit of a cold start in the first half of this opening frame, but they have come to play in these last 2 minutes. 3 goals, 120 seconds, and they lead by 2.
Parker trying to go again. Parker with it. He fires that one waffle boarded away there by Babin. As this one knocked up into the air, sent across. And Carfagna walks this into the zone. Crosses up with Terrain as they drive in together. And both those past goals are going to go to Salvatore Guzzo here for Cheema. As this driven in hard shot there fought off by Babin. Lonergan able to keep it in, tries to play back to Parker as Carfagna takes it away. Carfagna into the zone, fires that one across, steered aside. Delgaizo couldn't get to it in time in the slot as that one bounces through everybody back up to Hall at the point. Hall has this one taken away by Luco, plays across to Parker, has Brown with him on the 2-on-1. Parker, he fires, that one goes wide of the cage, was looking to go far pad for a chance to go back as this one is taken by Maysunis, lays to Terrain. Terrain back to Hall, looking for an option. He tries to put it into the slot, bouncing away. Maysunis tried for the wraparound. It bounced away from him at the last second. Brown has Parker with him. 2-on-2 the other direction as Brown pulls up to await some help here. That one goes all the way out of the zone by Pierce. He's being hounded there by Maysunis. He's able to keep it away from him as he sends it back to Brown. Brown has Pierce streaking with him. Brown across to Pirtle. 1-on-1 with Konovalov, down to Pierce. He fires glove down there by Babin, and he opts to play it.
Ian Pierce has been all over this puck in the late stages of this period. He's got the second goal. He's got the go-ahead goal of the evening right now. It's Konovalov right down Broadway. Oh, my goodness.
And that puck is gone up into the rafters here. It's sitting by a bunch of them right under the Brodeur jersey.
It is very fitting that there's a bunch of pucks right underneath the Marty banner. That was about as hard of a shot off the iron I have ever seen a player hit. And just ricocheting straight up there. Wow.
That was a rip there from Konovalov, looking for his second of the game and looking to respond here for 43 Oak. As this one taken the other way here by Cheema yet again. Lonergan driving hard into the zone, now behind the goal line. Fighting for it with a couple Team Broadway players, as this one is taken out by Konovalov again. Konovalov to Maysunis. Nice little toe drag move. Tried to get by Robolati, but he's able to get back and poke it away as it's taken by Pirtle. Pirtle lays this one off. Across to Robolati, walking in, tries to play back to Pirtle, still with it on the doorstep. Babin, way out of position, somehow was able to get there. I think that was stopped there by Delgaizo right at the doorstep.
It was definitely by one of the Delgaizo brothers there. What an opportunity for Cheema to try and triple their lead. Could not get it into the back of the net.
This one walked into the zone by Robolati again, has that one steered away by Mark Delgaizo. Maysunis blew a tire, but he's able to try and get back to the puck. It was underneath him for a minute there as Luco, he wires and fires that one and he scores.
And that was a ripper of a shot there from Ryan Luco, sending the bottle straight into orbit. And that is the lead tripler right there with exactly 2:08 to go. Maysunis had the puck underneath him, wasn't sure where it was, and Luca quite literally picks up the loose change and rips it right up into that bottle. And Cheema pulling away here late in this one, 4-1 with 2 minutes to go in the opening period.
And Luco now up to 18 points on the season, 12 goals. If you're including regular season stats, as trying to walk in was Carfagna with a big burst of speed into the slot as Pirtle goes the other way. Pirtle with it. He fires that one wide of the cage. Shots 14-10 right now in favor of Team Ironbound as Cheema with it again. That one sharp angle shot by Pirtle goes high and away. Stark able to keep it in at the blue line. Great job to keep it as he sends it further. Still in the zone. Pirtle with it. Back up to the point, looking here for Pierce. Pierce fakes the shot, goes back down to Pirtle. Pierce looking to get it back, has to spin around, was looking to try and get the shot off, couldn't do so, had to peel out. Pierce still with it again, across. Into the slot, trying to walk in. Cheema still with it here with about a minute and change left to go as Pirtle was there on the doorstep. Stark back to Pirtle in the slot, bounces back up to Pierce at the point. From the point, that one fired, Pirtle collects. Stark again, across to Pierce. These four cycling here as Pierce trying to keep that puck away from Grevy as Carfagna can't get it out of the zone. Still here for Cheema. Pirtle with it on the backhand. Has it redirect in onto Babin, and he is just going to cover for the whistle here. Some tired skaters out there for 43 Oak. A much-needed change.
Yeah, Team Ironbound absolutely buzzing there with 40 to go here in period number 1. Yeah, these seemed very, very even in the first 7:30 of this period, but the last 6 minutes has been all Cheema on this end of the ice.
Puck taken here by Oak with 30 seconds left to go. Here in period number 1, Silverstein with this one. Tried to lay this back to Delgaizo. That one fought off by Kai. Still in the zone, Delgaizo with it, cycling back up to the point. Mark fires, and that one's gloved down there by Kai.
Was trying to hit the mark right there, but Kai says no. Beautiful flash of the glove there. And he just absolutely robbed a howitzer from Mark Delgaizo. We've seen a lot of these Oak guys so far in this first period have a couple of really hard wrist shots.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of these guys have some very good wrist shots and snapshots as Brown is able to take this one away. Brown with time winding down, trying to drive in on the forehand, put that one just wide. I think Babin might have got a little bit of a piece of it with the glove, but that'll do it for period number 1. A 4-1 lead here for Team Ironbound going into the first intermission. Shots 18-12 in favor of Cheema, but we're going to step aside, take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. We are back for period number 2. My name's Carl Pascal, joined alongside me by Trey Wright, here for period number 2 between number 4, 43 Oak Foundation, otherwise known as Team Broadway, and number 1, Cheema Hockey, otherwise known as Team Ironbound, here in the Jersey Pro League 2024 playoffs. It is a 4-1 game after period number 1. Cheema Hockey, a very, very good second half to period number 1. As this one taken here by Delgaizo, played across and over the bar. Delgaizo to Delgaizo, and they put that one over top.
Just barely going over the net there was Mark. He's had a couple of really good chances in the last 5 minutes, but unfortunately, first one being robbed by Jason Kai, and the other one just sailing over the crossbar just a little bit there. These brothers are knocking on the back of this 4x6, trying to get Oak back into this game.
Delgaizo with it again. That time it's Nick Delgaizo as he sends this one across, back up to Mark at the point. Mark spinning away from Brown. Has to peel out, has Silverstein with him, able to play it to him. Silverstein able to keep it in the zone, trying to find Nick Delgaizo. Has that one stripped away as Brown corrals it, looking for the stretch pass there to Parker. He can't connect. Nearly sent them on the breakaway chances. Driving in is Silverstein. Puck bounces into the top of the crease, but somehow stayed out of the net. Still in the zone. Brown trying to keep it away from Konovalov. Konovalov did a good job to get it back, but Brown had it bounce off his knee, and he's able to regain possession. Brown, nice little backhanded pass to Lonergan. He fires, saved by Babin. Some great chances here for both teams early to start this middle frame as Maysunis walks it into the zone. Maysunis to Hall in the slot. He fires and scores. Puts it top shelf over the shoulder of Jason Kai, and he cuts it to a 2-goal lead.
Hitting it square right up there where Mama hides the cookies. Beautiful chance right in the high slot there from Hall, and he dices the lead in half. Take a look back at the replay. Maysunis starting this playoff by just changing his pace just a little bit. Good feed all the way over to Hall, who roofs it. And the lead down to 2 here with 14:20 to go in the middle frame.
That was an excellent shot there from Hall as this one fed across by Carfagna. Hall looking for another one there as Pierce had that one bounce right to Konovalov. Carfagna with it again to Hall. He fires, nearly redirected in off the skate of Stark. Hall almost had his second and would have cut it to a 1-goal game as Pirtle gets this one off the feed. Pirtle with it on the near side. He fires, tried to find a man in front for the rebound chance as Konovalov has that one taken by Pirtle. Konovalov able to take it back again, has Hall with him behind him. Carfagna trailing as well. Konovalov dancing right into the middle. That one saved by Kai. Another chance goes wide.
Oh, I can't believe Carfagna absolutely shanked that shot.
It was so close there. Had about half the cage open, but put it just too wide. Shots 20-15 here in this game so far with 13:20 left to go in period number 2. Carfagna has that one picked off on the pass by Luco. Plays across to Pirtle. Walking in. He fires, saved by Babin with the shaft of the paddle.
Bear, I thought that went in square. That was very close there for Pirtle.
Maysunis into the zone. Has Grevy behind him. Has it taken by Robilotti. As Robilotti walks this one forward himself. Gets by Carfagna. Robilotti with it. He fires and scores. A beautiful goal by Robilotti.
What a shot right there from Jack Robilotti, the Kalamazoo, Michigan defenseman, putting this lead back up by 3 for Cheema.
That was a gross goal by Jack Robilotti. The toe drag into the shot. Very Bedard-esque on that shot as
he took that all the way to the house right at the top of the left circle. Beautiful, beautiful wrist shot there. Like you said, looking a lot like Connor Bedard out there, definitely doing the wrists and putting Cheema back up by 3.
And that's just his second goal this season. And what a way to score goal number 2 of the year. A beautiful, beautiful goal there from Robilotti. As this one taken by Cheema yet again. Pass across looking for Robilotti a second time. As this one taken by the other number 2 on the ice, Delgaizo. He tries to power move right in front, can't get by the pads of Kai.
Looking for another house call right there, just couldn't quite get it between the pillows.
And we've actually got 3 number 2s on the ice right now, if you can see, as Kai gloves that one down, opts to play quickly, as Delgaizo knocks that down. One of the number 2s on the ice right now, him, Terrain, and Robolati all wearing the deuces, as Maysunis walking in, tried to play it across, bounces right onto Kai, got there with the pad as he makes another save there with the paddle.
What a flurry of opportunities there. Kai getting the last word. It all started when Kai just tried to trebuchet it out of the zone. Delgaizo kept it in like a second baseman. And a couple of really good opportunities here as we take a look at the replay. Maysunis from the top of the circle sending it in. Hall with an opportunity, and Terrain just barely just trying to tee up the shot and missing it.
As Brown sends that across, Babin with a huge save there on the stretch with the pads. And I think that might have actually gone off the crossbar on that shot before on Kai when we looked at that replay. I think that might have caught a piece of the crossbar.
I believe it did. Taking a look at the footage back now, it did catch the crossbar. So Team Ironbound being saved by the Iron just a little bit here early on in the second.
Usually they're the ones hitting the post, so a little bit of puck luck going their way right now as they're up by 3, 5-2, with just under 11 left to play here in the second period. Pierce able to get away from Carfagna, lays this one forward to Brown, 2-on-1 forming with him and Parker through the legs, pass across the Pierce, safe there by Babin. Man, that would have been a disgusting goal if they were able to finish that.
That was a nasty pass there from Matt Brown. Pierce just unable to finish it. But some really nifty moves here. They don't call this a Pro Division for no reason. We see so many instances of sick mitts here in this division.
You are right on that one, Trey. As walking right in, Delgaizo fed it onto Kai, hit the top of his pad and bounced away up to Parker. Parker has Pirtle with him, lays it off. Pirtle with it to Parker, couldn't get the handle of the pass, just a little bit over his stick. Carfagna with it 2-on-2 the other way with Nick Delgaizo. Terrain, that one fired, and actually that was Carfagna as Kai is able to hold on to that one right at the 10-minute mark here of period number 2.
Yeah, I'll be seeing Damian Carfagna later on tonight in game number 2 between Team XHockey Products and Team Lab Elite later on tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the winner of that game will face off the winner of tonight's game. Looking to be Cheema so far. They lead by 3 with under 10 to go in the middle period.
Lonergan lays this one back here. Terrain has his stick knocked away as Delgaizo tries to find Konovalov, can't do it. Still in the zone here for Cheema. Sending it down low, looking for Lonergan. Down behind the cage, tried to center in the low slot. No one was home there for Cheema as it goes back to Terrain. But like you said, Trey, later on tonight, set for an 8:30, hopefully 8:30 start as Mark Delgaizo across the Konovalov, saved by Kai.
Oh my goodness, Jason Kai, his best save of the night, and he is going to backhand it out of there on the 2-on-1, 3-on-1 the other way.
Pirtle with it, across, saved by Babin with the pads.
What is going on between both sets of pipes? Holy jumping Carollo.
That is ridiculous. Back-to-back crazy saves between both goaltenders as this one taken by Maysunis, looking for the wraparound, goes off the outside of the cage, but man, both goaltenders right now putting on a show between these pipes here as Maysunis hits the deck off the shimmy. An ankle breaker.
That's the third time in this game he has blown a tire. He's got to go to AAA at this point.
A little bit like you last night after.
Hey, I went to the Sunoco station at the Thomas Edison service area after I had like a 4-inch nail stuck in my wheel.
Yeah, that was definitely something trying to get that nail out last night. As this one sent here to Pierce across, once again trying to fire. Robolati just took a little bit too long on that shot to get it through as that goes all the way down to Kai.
I think he intentionally did that, was just trying to hold on just a little bit there, get Babin to fake, just get Babin to move on the other direction. But unfortunately, the puck just rolled off the tape just a little bit and keeping this lead at 3. Walking
in, Pierce with it again. He fires sharp side as Babin Opts to cover this one with the glove here with 7:53 left to go in period number 2. But, man, some of these saves between Kai and Babin have been ridiculous.
You definitely said it, Carollo. What a goaltending period from both of these netminders right now. Shots 25-22 in favor of Cheema. They lead by 3. Trying to extend it here. A Stark's shot gets sent right into the far corner.
And like I was trying to say before, but before all those chances, as looks like I'm getting interrupted by Brown. He tried to feed that one through the legs.
Again, that's the 3rd time he's done that through this period.
Oh, Brown just cutting through the defense, slicing and dicing right now as he has it again, lays this up to Stark. Stark has that one poked away there by Grevy, tries to play it back across Silverstein. 2-on-1 opportunity across to Grevy. Grevy looking to fire, that one goes off the crossbar and out.
I cannot believe Grevy didn't post that one in off of the corner of the pipe, and that's the 3rd post that Cheema, or Oak rather, has hit in this game. And that's really what's preventing it from being a tie game at 5.
Now, I'm going to ask my TD here, our TD Colton Reynolds over. Did you save that, Colton?
I did save that, yes.
Can we go back and look at that? Because I think that might have hit the back bar.
It was very quick in and out, like very quick.
The next stoppage, we'll try and get a look at it for sure. I'm not sure if the mic picked it up, but Colton said it was very, very quick. So, well, hopefully we maybe can get another look at that one as that one goes wide from Luco. Luco with it again, tried to center in front, and now finally I got a breather to say what I was going to say before with the number 4, or with the number 3 seeded Lab Elite Hockey, otherwise known as Team Lincoln Park, facing off against the number 2 XHockey Products, otherwise known as Team West Side, facing off in game number 2 of the evening at 8:30, hopefully an 8:30 start, as this one walked into the zone. Lonergan with it. He fires. That one goes up into the netting, and hopefully now we can try and get a look at that one here. Just take another replay at it here.
Looking at it in super slow-mo. That just barely goes off the
that
crossbar.
Is close.
That did
it's
not.
hard to tell. It kind of looked like the back of the netting right next to the middle post moved, but it's very hard to tell.
No, I think that taking a look at it again.
It might have hit the very bottom of the crossbar. It's either the very bottom or it may have hit the back bar. It's very hard to tell. Trying to look at it in slow motion here as Kai makes another big save.
You can see the shadow off the crossbar a little bit.
And Kai was able to get back across. Oh, man, what a save. He tried to throw the puck out. As we get another look at it here, he tried to throw the puck out and make the play, made the initial save, tried to throw the puck out, and then was somehow able to get back and make another one. As Delgaizo has this one, but we might try and take another look at that goal, or potential goal, during the intermission.
I don't know. Like, I keep rewinding the footage that we've got as that one goes wide. I really think, just going at it by frame.
As that one goes wide by Konovalov.
I think it definitely just hit the bottom of the crossbar. Pirtle the other way. Good save there off Babin with the blocker.
As this one's taken by Luco, played across here to Pirtle. Under 5 minutes left to go. Here in period number 2, Pirtle with this one. Pirtle lays here to Stark. Finds this lower looking Pierce up to Robilotti. Robilotti across to Stark. Stark with it again, cycling here. Trying to drive lower into the zone, looking for a shooting lane. Trying to drive around Babin, send it into the middle, and Babin is able to find it and cover here with 4:24 left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, I think that went off of the skate of Jack Robilotti there. Looking to get his second goal of the evening and his second goal of the period at that. Just under 5 to go in this middle period. Shots 24-26, so an even 50 on both ends of the ice. Still under the halfway point through our high mark of the season. I think it was like, what, 108 shots or 118?
I think it was
100.
I think it was 108, or somewhere around 108 was the high this year in terms of shots. As this one taken here by Robilotti. Left to right he goes as he tries to drive around Hall. Sharp angle shot, nearly trickled into the cage. Squeezed through Babin just a little bit, but just rolled wide of the far post as Carfagna has this one to Konovalov. Has it taken away by Pierce as he drives around the cage. Looking to play all the way to Robilotti. Him and Carfagna come together. And if you watched our games yesterday in the club division quarterfinals, you know, in game number 2, we had a lot of physical action going on between Joker Ammerman and the Hockey Owls podcast. Joker Ammerman coming out on top in that one. And in game number 1, VSB able to defeat Synergy as Robilotti walks in, and it's saved by Babin.
Good save with the waffle board there from the netminder.
Taken here by Brown. Nice little spinorama to keep the puck. Feeds it forward to Luco. Walking in, and he scores a beautiful goal there between Brown and Luco.
And that was all started by the Lehigh Valley Phantom of Matt Brown. A disgusting setup, setting it on a plate for the St. Lawrence winger there of Ryan Luco. Playing a lot like Patty Kane. Brown collecting it right at the blue line, absolutely sending one Oak skater out of their drawers. And Ryan Luco walking it in and extending this lead to 4 with 3 to go. And Cheema wanting to get back into the W column here tonight in round 1.
Yeah, losing in the final game of the regular season, falling to XHockey Products only by 1 goal, 9-8. And if I stand corrected, 7 goals in that game for Remy Parker weren't enough to power them to a victory. As that one bounces right in front. Lonergan sends this one aside to Parker.
Is that a double Baker's hat trick?
And then some.
That's just a touchdown. That's just literally just scoring a touchdown.
It's
right
a touchdown
there.
and the extra point. As Brown.
I bet Antonio Brown couldn't do that.
Brown sends that one out of the zone. Was looking for Lonergan as he goes back out now to Parker. Able to reconnect here with Brown as he pulls up at the top of the point on the far side. Lonergan with it off the pass. Lonergan driving in, cycling around here, getting set up in the zone. Luco with it. Top 4 skaters on here for Cheema as Lonergan. He rips a shot. That one held onto by Babin. And he's just going to hold it here with 1:50 left to go in period number 2.
You know, we're starting to see this little bit of a short bench here for 43 Oaks, starting to bite them in the rear. Obviously, Anthony Galante and Ryan Schelling's absence for this team hurting them a lot offensively, and you know, their defense is being a little sprung here by this Cheema attack. Like we said in the first period, their rush is where they're scoring a lot of their goals. They've scored 4 of their goals off of the rush so far in this game. It's a big part of the reason that they're leading by 4 here, the late stages of this middle period.
Behind the cage now, Oak with this one. Now back up to Grevy. Grevy, top of the slot, lays that to Carfagna, walking in, tried to feed it in on goal. It bounced away off of a stick of a defender as Pirtle goes the other direction. 2-on-0 opportunity. Pirtle lays this across, back to Pirtle. One too many passes on the backhand. That one fired. Babin able to make the save as it's taken away by Hall.
Oh, Sal Guzzo was looking for the hat trick there. He had a perfect opportunity, just couldn't quite corral the puck on the tape. And Babin doing a great job of keeping this a 4-goal deficit. His team has got to score some goals if they want to get back into this game as we approach the final minute of play in period number 2.
Pierce with a nice little spin move as he fakes the shot, tries to drive around Hall, saved there by Babin as he lays that one off to Silverstein. Looking for the pass up to Grevy. Grevy, 2-on-1 opportunity here with Carfagna. Grevy walking into the backhand. That one saved there by Kai as it's swept away there by Guzzo.
Not sure if he was just trying to do the Kucherov no move there.
As Pirtle walking in onto the backhand, saved by Babin with the pads.
What a save there from Babin, keeping his team in this contest.
Konovalov back here to Carfagna, gets by Luco. Had his glove knocked off as Luco tries to find a Cheema skater as that goes all the way down to Babin here with 15 seconds left to play in the period. Shots 37-27 right now as Carfagna tries to find this one. Spin move around Luco, looking to get one last chance in on goal. That one trickles wide of the cage in the dying seconds of the period, and that will do it for period number 2. A 6-2 lead here for Cheema Hockey going into the second intermission. Shots 37-28 after 2 periods, but we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, joined alongside me by Trey Wright, back here for period number 3 here in the Jersey Pro League playoffs between the number 4 43 Oak Foundation, otherwise known as Team Broadway, and the number 1 seeded Cheema Hockey, otherwise known as Team Ironbound. One more period to go as we're off here for period number 3. 16 minutes left to play here in this game. A 6-2 game so far in favor of Cheema Hockey. Shots 37-28 here in this one so far, as the winner of this game will move on to Thursday's final here in the Pro Division as they await to figure out who they're going to play after game number 2 of the evening between the number 3 Lab Elite Hockey, known as Team Lincoln Park, versus the number 2 XHockey Products, otherwise known as Team West Side. Set for hopefully an 8:30 p.m. start. We'll have to see if we start on time here. But either way, Luco walking in, trying to dangle onto the backhand, can't get the shot off in time as he got driven down behind the cage.
I'm trying to remember from last season, I believe it was XHP and Cheema that met in the finals.
I will have to double check that, but I know for sure XHP was there as they went back-to-back for the past 2 seasons, looking to possibly go for the three-peat this year. We mentioned it at the beginning of the season and a little bit here and there throughout this year, but sitting as the number 2 seed, a 4-3 record so far this year, as walking in here was Delgaizo. Had it knocked aside, still in the zone though, bouncing pass goes all the way up to Carfagna through traffic. That one, Grevy tried to get the second chance shot off, both saved there by Kai. As Kai giving a bit of a bear hug there to Delgaizo right in front of the cage. Grevy with this one again. Bouncing puck. Pierce has that one bounced to Anthony Delgaizo. Plays across to Carfagna.
And it was actually Lab versus XHP in the finals last year, so the 8:30 vehicle later on tonight as that one gets skied all the way in the air by the blocker of Kai. So the 8:30 vehicle will be a rematch of last year's finals.
And we're getting it in the semifinals this year, so potentially we could have a completely new winner this season if Lab is able to pull off the upset. As a 2-on-1 the other direction, Parker fires that one, saved by Babin. Puck still loose, steered aside. Up there to Nick Delgaizo, but like I was saying, potentially a new winner if XHP get eliminated. As driving in, that one saved by Kai. Puck still loose as he gets barreled over into the cage. As Nick Delgaizo tries to help him up, 3-on-1 the other way. Brown fires and scores.
And that was on the other end of the ice. Jason Kai getting upended, and, Nick Dalgaizo having a couple words there from Ryan Luco after that. And on the other end of the ice, short-handed 3-on-3 the other way. R43 Okachima takes advantage. The touchdown is good, and the extra point has been converted.
And looking back at last year, like you said, Trey, Lab versus XHP. XHP was the 2 last season. They're the 2 again this year. Lab not the 1, they're the 3, as Cheema are the 1 seed after a near undefeated season, as Hall puts that shot on, saved by Kai. Backhander trickles wide of the cage. But XHP looking for the 3-peat here this year, potentially trying to get back to the finals for a 3rd straight year. That one saved there by Kai again, with Nick Delgado hunting once again right in front of the goal mouth.
Kai has had a spectacular night between the pipes so far, having a couple close calls by being a little too over-aggressive.
As Pirtle and Luco go for a 2-on-0. Pirtle back to Luco, back once again to Pirtle. Bouncing puck stick there by Babin, and we're going to get a whistle there for a hand pass.
Back and forth, teeter-tottering all the way over. That's about as many tic-tac-toe passes as I've seen a couple skaters make there. And
just a couple too many.
Maybe 3 or 4 too many at that. It was
a little excessive on the passing.
Getting a little dizzying at that point. But like I was saying about Jason Kai, other than a couple of hiccups, just being a little too over-aggressive trying to play the puck, he has been stellar between the pipes tonight so far. And the Basking Ridge, New Jersey native going to have a heck of a regular season for the Surrey Eagles in the BCHL later on in 2024.
Grevy tries to send that one forward to Konovalov. Open the scoring in this one here tonight, as this one's walked up by Pirtle. Lays this one off to Guzzo as Pirtle hits the deck. That one saved there by Babin.
Carfagna getting a little his hitting reps in. The Ohio State University defenseman having a good game so far, being the 2-way skater. Believe he and Alex Konovalov will be playing against one another later on this season at the NCAA level for Ohio State and Princeton, respectively.
Would not be surprised, as Carfagna walking right through the defense, bouncing puck, looking for the wraparound. Stark was there to hold him off. Carfagna still with the puck. That shot goes high and away. Grevy down in front, and they score. Konovalov able to find Twine and cut the lead back down to a 7-3 game.
Like we're saying, Konovalov has been elite for this 43 Oak team so far.
As we take a look at the replay here, some good work down there by Grevy to get this puck right out in front, and it's almost the exact same spot there for Konovalov as goal number 1 that opened the game, as that one sent right in front, bounces away there for Cheema. So a 4-goal deficit as Pierce walks and fires that one off the shaft of the stick of Babin. Kept in the zone once again by Stark, only for a second there as Cheema get it back in the neutral zone. But a 4-goal lead here for Cheema. Shots 42-33 with 11 minutes left to go here in the period. And this game as Babin gets that one right in the breadbasket, and he opts to play it.
You're going to see a lot of these skaters, especially on this Oak team, play each other later on. In fact, but a lot of Ivy League players on both these teams. Obviously got Ian Pirtle for Dartmouth, Konovalov for the Princeton Tigers, Bayard Hall for the Yale Bulldogs.
Actually, it's Ian Pierce for Dartmouth. Pirtle's
Pierce.
at Cornell.
Still Ivy League.
Still in the Ivy League.
So still there is a scramble right in front of Jason Kai. He's able to weather the storm there. So a lot of these guys playing one another, and we're gonna likely see a lot of these guys that are playing outside of the Garden State later on here as they come and play Princeton. Ohio State having a doubleheader at Hobie Baker late November, Thanksgiving weekend. Cornell, a lone game. Trying to see when Cornell plays here.
As that shot gets wired wide by Parker.
January 17th, the Bears come and play the Tigers at Hobie Baker, so we'll be seeing Chase Pirtle down in Princeton, New Jersey. Good opportunity for Luca right at the doorstep.
As this one's taken by Delgaizo, fed up to Carfagna. Trying to get back in this game here with About 9:30 left to go here in period number 3. It actually says period 2 up on the board, but it is period 3. As this one meant for Parker goes all the way down to Babin. No icing. We continue on. He had to come out and play it. Terrain fighting with Parker in front to Lonergan. That one saved there by the shoulder of Babin. Lonergan still with it, trying to turn and fire. Bouncing puck taken by Brown as he's being hounded down in the corner by Silverstein. Brown with the puck, plays across to Parker, saved there by Babin with the pads. Great transition save there by Babin as that one gets by Carfagna. Kai comes out to play it, waves off the icing. Stark with a big stretch pass there. Able to connect with Brown, looking for Parker. Walking in, Parker to the backhand, saved there by Babin. Tried to put it 5-hole and was able to squeeze the pipes together. As this one's taken by Carfagna again. Carfagna walking around, trying to get by Stark, walking into the slot. That one broken up. Konovalov was there. Carfagna fires. Kai able to make the save and covers as Konovalov was right in front. And him and Pierce giving him a bear hug alongside Brown.
Yeah, the two Ivy League rivals and the JPL rivals coming together there just a little bit. And Ryan Luco, another player we'll be seeing in the Garden State later on in this NCAA season, the St. Lawrence winger. St. Lawrence will be coming up to Hobie Baker on February 8th, so we'll be seeing a lot of these JPL alumni later on up in Princeton, New Jersey. Princeton, the only NCAA hockey team, as Maysunis able to rip it home and bring the lead back down to 3.
He just walked right in and ripped that one. Put it underneath the pads of Kai. And he makes it a 7-4 game here with 8:10 left to go in period number 3. A little bit of pushback here from 43 Oak in this third period. Only down by 3. 3 goals is the worst lead in hockey as Pierce trying to drive by Terrain. Pierce with it. Him and Terrain nearly went hard into the boards as that one bounced right in front, taken by Konovalov, sent back up to Maysunis. Maysunis trying to get by Stark. They have to peel out, delayed offside on the play. Maysunis trying to drive in, being hounded by Guzzo and Pirtle as Stark gets this one away from Terrain. Pirtle had that one knocked down by Konovalov as Maysunis gets that, and it's going to be called for a hand pass. So the puck called down there. Another whistle here with 7:33 left to go. Shots 46-34 in favor of Cheema Hockey.
Oak just trying to get back into this contest. Again, like you said, a 3-goal lead is worst lead to have in hockey, and if you're Cheema, you can't be resting on your laurels like they have been the last couple of shifts. 2 straight goals from 43 Oak have gotten them back into a realistic point in this game as Telgaizo had a good opportunity right in the blue paint, just hooks it a little bit to the left of the net.
Pass back to Hull. He fires and roofs that one.
And 43 Oak officially has life. 3 straight goals from the white-clad jerseys, and they strike within 2. And it's been all Ivy League players in this period so far. Taking a look at the replay on your screen. Hull just collects it. Actually, that was Mark Delgaiza who collected it in the low slot, sends it up high to Bayard. Hull and the Yale Bulldog pockets it home. And 43 Oak within 2 with 7:11 to go.
And that is Hull's first 2 goals of the JPL 2024 season, both coming in this game in the second and third period.
Again, the kind of forced to have a lot of depth here with Galante and Schelling not in the lineup tonight. So good to see.
As Brown and Parker go the other way on a 2-on-1. Brown with it. He roofs that one and scores. Gets it right back to a 3-goal lead. Put it up and high above the glove of Babin.
Not needing to go between the legs there. Matt Brown, quick snapshot to bring the lead back up to 3. And it is goals aplenty on both ends of the ice. 13 goals so far in this game. I believe 6 of them coming so far in this third period.
And that is 2 goals for Matt Brown. Now he is at 11 goals so far this year. 2 goals here in this third period for the Lehigh Valley Phantom, as Brown has this one once again. Brown looking to find Parker. Parker down in the corner, looking for Pierce, calling for it. That puck bounces away off the stick of Carfagna, as this one's sent to Maysunis. Now able to find Carfagna, walking in. He's on it on the backhand to Maysunis. Diving out was Kai, and he's able to cover.
Prime Marty, prime Dominic Hasek, goaltending there from Jason Kai. Playing very, very aggressive between the pipes, able to dive out and cover that puck right on his belly.
Now, I was about to write that goal down on my score sheet. I thought that was a for sure goal. Let's get another look at that save there from Kai. We're actually going to get a look at it at the next stoppage, as we took a little bit too long, as that icing actually beat there by Cheema. So we'll have to wait a little bit more as Pierce, nice little toe drag move, walking in, he fires save there by Babin. Still in the zone. Pirtle with it again. Pirtle able to keep the puck here, tries to dance through 2, can't do so. That was Delgaizo and Grevy. As we're under 6 minutes left to go here in period number 3. Carfagna with this one across Maysunis is there to collect. Off the skates to his stick, in front, redirected there by Mark Delgaizo, trying to dig at it at the side of the cage, and now we finally get a whistle. Kai able to cover there with the glove. Now let's go take a look at that replay there on that save from Jason Kai before. What a save there by Kai, able to come out and make that dive and just take away any shooting chance there from Maysunis, who was looking to try and go to the backhand.
Yeah, that was just highway robbery by the Surrey Eagles netminder on the Cincinnati Cyclone defenseman. Maysunis already with a goal and 2 assists tonight, trying to bring 43 Oak back within 2 late in the going in the third.
Pirtle with this one, tries to play lower. Babin is there, and he is going to play it. Looked like he was just going to cover there, but opts to play it away to Carfagna. Carfagna to Maysunis. Back in front, Carfagna was there. Grevy has it bounce off his stick. He's able to keep it in the zone. Maysunis there to collect, walking in. He fires that one, saved by Kai. Puck still loose, now taken away by Luco as he's able to send it to Pirtle. Pirtle walking in, lays this back to Luco. Has Guzzo with him as well. Luco across in front, looking for Pirtle. That redirect goes wide. Terrain has Grevy with him on his left side. Maysunis on his right. Grevy with it. He fires that one, saved there by Kai with the blocker. As Lonergan spins away from Maysunis. Another shimmy move as he sends Maysunis to the ice yet again. Luco with this one across, looking for Lonergan. Lonergan trying to do some work here on Terrain. Lays to Pirtle. Has Robolotti cutting to the middle. Lays back up to Lonergan in front. Looking for Robolotti in the slot. It goes wide. Robolotti cutting away from Delgaizo. Time winding down here. Just about 4 and change left to go here in the third. Pirtle plays this one lower. Robolotti in the corner, has that taken by Terrain as Silverstein tries to play out to Nick Delgaizo. Can't do so as it's driven into the zone. Robolotti had that one bounce on him as Maysunis has it yet again. Shots 47-36 in favor of Cheema Hockey as Pierce trying to keep it away from Terrain. He's able to do so. Maysunis to apply some pressure too, as Pierce has a little bit of time here. Pierce having a lot of time here into the neutral zone as he just walks into the zone. Being hounded there by Hall. Pierce spinning around that one, bounces right towards Babin as it gets redirected away by the paddle.
I clanged off the post just a little bit there.
Konovalov walking in, able to keep the puck here. Tries to play that back across, was looking for Hall as this one's taken by Stark. Lifted up and out, was looking to find Parker on the breakout play as Konovalov hit the deck. Konovalov got a little bit tripped up there by his own teammate as he drives into the zone. Konovalov looking to get by Stark. Has to play back up to Hall at the point. His fellow Ivy Leaguer tried to go back to him in front. Kai able to make the save on Mark Delgaizo.
Well-timed save there, well-needed save in the dying minutes of this third period. We'll have to try check and see when Trevor Babin, if he leaves his cage for the extra attacker.
We'll have to see. Down by 3 goals. I'm not sure if Oak is going to want to try that here. I mean, you kind of got to try anything here. Down by 3 with 2:15 left to go, trying to keep your season alive. As Brown collects here. Brown tries to go back up to the point, was looking for Parker. Taken away here by Delgado into the zone. Lonergan and Brown try to get it away from him. They can't do it as it's fed back to Mark Delgado. Mark trying to get away from Parker, tried to play back to his brother Anthony, couldn't do so as Parker goes the other way with Brown. Poke to Brown, walking in Brown, all alone on the forehand. A great back check there by Carfagna to break up the play.
Game-saving back check there from the Buckeye. Wow, and that, hopefully, if they can score here, that will definitely change the tide of this game.
A big save there by Kai yet again as we're down to the final 90 seconds of this game. Played across, Delgado with it, spinning, tried to go back across, couldn't connect. Down below, the cage here of Kai. Grevy with it, plays to Nick Delgado in the slot, saved by Kai. Second chance shot by Grevy goes wide. Down below the goal line again, Terrain, he winds up the shot. Kai able to make the save, and he holds on with 1:03 left to go in the third.
Like we said in the second period, those 3 posts that 43 Oak hit has hit periodically over the course of this game. Unfortunately, coming back to bite them a little bit here. Those 3 go in. It's a tie hockey game, but right now down by a trio of goals. And Babin remains in the 4x6 for now.
Grevy with that one, fired on by Kai. Kai trying to just snow angel down onto the puck, and he's able to cover.
Desperation save by Jason Kai, and somehow it stays out of the net with 53.6 to go. And it is coming down to the wire here. But 43 Oak just trying to do anything to keep their season alive. And Cheema trying to go to the finals for the second time in program history, if I'm not mistaken.
And this one lofted out to center ice, bouncing puck. Guzzo trying to get on this one, has to walk it back out of the zone, and Cheema are just going to play keep away here to end this game. Take it back into their own end here behind Kai as Grevy tries to pressure him. Guzzo with this one, back up to Pirtle. Down to the final 30 seconds here, and Cheema Hockey will advance to the JPL Pro Division Finals. As Grevy goes the other way here, looking for one last chance, finds Nick Delgado, back to Grevy. That one goes wide on the shot. Able to find Hall walking in. He fires, saved by Kai, and he is just going to hold on here. And we're going to get one more whistle here with 7.5 seconds left to go here in the third period. But Team Ironbound, sponsored by Cheema Hockey, will advance to the JPL Pro Division Finals. Set for Thursday, when we'll have both the Pro and Club Division Finals on that day. And that will do it. Cheema will win 8-5 over the number 4 Team Broadway, sponsored by 43 Oak. Final shots 47-39. And Cheema getting back into the win column after a speed wobble last week. And they advance to the Pro Division Finals here in the 2024 Jersey Pro League Playoffs.
Well-needed win for this Team Ironbound program. Looked a little bit shaky in the first half of the first period, especially with 43 Oaks striking first, but 4 straight goals from Cheema after that. Being able to maintain this lead, weather the storm. Oak trying to come back there in the late stages of the third, but the dagger being delivered at the hands of Matt Brown for goal number 8. The 2-point conversion was good. And at the hands of Matt Brown, Jason Kai, and pretty much every player on this roster, Cheema Ironbound will be advancing to the Pro Division Finals and will take on the winner of XHockey Products Team Westside and Team Lincoln Park, sponsored by Lab Elite Hockey.
Well, that'll do it for game number 1 of the Jersey Pro League Pro Division Semifinals here tonight as we get set for game number 2, Lab Elite Hockey, the number 3 seeded team, otherwise known as Team Lincoln Park, taking on the number 2 XHockey Products, otherwise known as Team West Side, set for hopefully 8:30 in about 13 minutes or so. Hopefully we'll be back in time, but regardless, we're going to step aside, take a short break, and we will be back for game number 2 of the night.
And we're back here for game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader for the opening round of the Jersey Pro League Pro Division Playoffs here. For game number 2 between Team Westside, brought to you by XHockey Products, and Team Lincoln Park, sponsored by Lab Elite Hockey. Here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, my name is Trey Wright. Joined alongside me, as always, is Corello Pascal. We've got a little bit of a rematch of the Pro Division Finals from 2023 between XHockey Products and Lab Elite Hockey. XHP winning last year's contest to capture their second straight Jersey Pro League Pro Division Championship, and they look to start their road towards the three-peat with a win tonight over the number 3 seeded Lab Elite Hockey. Warm-ups concluding here tonight, and Corollo set to be a fun one here after Cheema upended 43 Oak in the 1v4 matchup earlier tonight, and Cheema will be facing the winner of tonight's matchup Thursday evening here at the Rock at the Prudential or the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House next to the Rock.
Yeah, it's set for a good one here tonight. Here for game number 2 of the Pro Division Semifinals, and before we get kicked into things, as we've got some last-minute people jumping onto the ice here. But as warm-ups come to a close here, just want to go over some quick game notes coming into this game. XHockey Products coming in 4-3. Meanwhile, Lab coming in at 3-4. The head-to-head between these two teams. XHockey Products has won the last 2, but Lab Elite Hockey winning the first game between these two teams this season. So 2-1 for XHockey Products and 1-2 for Lab Elite Hockey. Looking at your top goal scorers, the MVP of the Pro Division, the number 13 of Jack Malone for XHP, 11 goals, 11 assists for 22 points. Meanwhile, the number 9 of Tyler Kopf, 11 goals, 6 assists for 17 points for Lab Elite Hockey as we get ready here for the opening puck drop of period number 1.
As we are. And here we go, pen to the paper for game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader. XHP will win the draw. It'll come back over to Ryan Seedham behind his own cage, and he'll set up the St. Louis Blue, Adam Gaudette, who in turn will give it to the hopeful future New Jersey Devil of Jack Malone. Malone right at the doorstep trying to sneak it around Ryan Kenny, and already another good opportunity for XHP. Gaudette takes it away in the circle. Ryan Kenny right in front. Another good opportunity from Gaudette. And not even 25 seconds into the game, we have a flurry of chances from XHockey Products. Somehow, Ryan Kenny is able to stop all 2 or 3 shots. And XHP, Team Westside shot out of a cannon here in the opening 25 of the first frame.
And we missed the big note right at the beginning of this game here. This is the chance for XHP to go back to the finals for a 3rd straight year, looking for the three-peat. We mentioned it a little bit in game 1, but looking for the three-peat, looking to go back to back to back, just like the Bulls. And shot out of a cannon, like you said, Trey, trying to get that first goal here and set the tone early here in game number 2.
Malone with speed. The Unica Comet will streak through the defense, trying to get around a bunch of Lab skaters, but it will come back. No, Seedham will take it away. Malone sticking his stick back out. Looking for an opportunity was Seedham crashing the net, couldn't quite get it on. And XHockey Products spending this first minute of play directly in the Lab zone. But Team Lincoln Park will take it out of the zone. It'll come back over to Fortescue. First opportunity for Lab. They got a wide open net, but they can't get it past John Werber. Didn't even get a shot off as Ryan Seedham once again. Actually, that's Picanic, his first touch of the puck this evening. But it'll come back over to Kopf. We'll set up Fortescue once again, and he gets on his horse. Fortescue intercepted over by Gaudette on the other side. Actually, that's Minigan, as that's going to be off of the iron there as Alex Rauter, the commissioner, hitting the post there for the first time tonight off the crossbar. Les has it taken away there by the number 21 of McClinsky. And Lab will see that deflected back into their own zone by an XHP defenseman, and they've got to start back in their own end. Once Klinsky will see it go past him. Turchney had it, lost it. And taking it back the other way is Cerdillo. His first touch of the biscuit tonight, fighting a little bit there with the 23 of Christian Ivankich. And Ivankich fighting for the puck over by the Hyundai logo in the far corner. Back with it, Ivankich looking to have an opportunity. Les with a crank off of the dasher boards, goes all the way into the neutral zone. What a shot there from Brendan Les. And Lab will take it back the other way. Turchney sends a shot in. Not able to meet John Werber. And already a flurry of chances from both teams. Shots 3-1 in favor of XHP. Still scoreless in the opening 3 minutes of play here in game number 2 of the semifinals. Gaudette wide open, beautiful blocker save there from Ryan Kenny. His first big test of the night, passes it with flying colors, and John Werber is able to stick his stick out to make another good save. Close. Big collision right at the Citizens Bank part of the boards. We continue to play on. Lab starting to cycle just a little bit. Taken right in front. Lab still with the puck, trying to set the tone early as they crank one high into the glass over the head of Werber. And coming back with it the other way is Malone. Jack Malone, beautiful mitts there, trying to look like Dawson Mercer. One too many moves, it'll come back over to Lab. Lab trying to take it away, and they score! That was a good back check there from Greg Leotard, but Lab gets the scoring going on their first official shot of the night. And they fire the first salvo of the evening with 12:06 to go in the first period.
What a finish there into the back of the cage. An excellent finish there, and Lab take the 1-0 lead. It's a blank jersey, so we'll have to try and figure out who's going to get credited with that goal. But either way, a spectacular way to start here for Lab, responding after a great couple of chances, and Gaudette scores, and we're tied at 1.
And that is how you respond. The St. Louis Blue on the one-timer from one knee, practically proposing for that goal, and he is able to fire it in the back of the 4x6, and we are already back to where we started here. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of play. Gaudette is on the board for the first time in the playoffs. Trying to take a look and see who scored that first goal. We'll get it to you on the next stoppage, but Gaudette just had one once. Another, he tries to set up Malone at the doorstep. Not very welcome at the welcome mat was the Utica Comet. Walton all the way from the line, tried to set it over for Gaudette, who will send it all the way over to Cedem, who's fighting for it in the far corner. Cedem fighting for it once again. It'll send it back into neutral territory where Peter Walton will retreat and try and get XHP another opportunity to try and get their first lead of the evening. Alex Rauter, the commissioner of the Jersey Pro League, sees that pickpocketed by a Lab skater. And Manhattan will send it back over to Picnic, and XHP will start in their own zone once again. Lab turns it over. Spitznagel dances around the blue line in front of the RWJ Barnabas Health boards. And Lab with another opportunity. Shot goes to the left side of John Werber, who was 0 for 1 so far tonight. McClinsky right at the half wall, taking it into the near corner, trying to find a Lab skater. He's got Turchney, who had an open opportunity before it was closed there by Cedem. Actually, that was Picnic who closed that opportunity, and Lab will take it in their own zone.
And we finally got confirmation on who scored that goal. It was Boris Skalos there for Lab Elite Hockey. His 7th goal in just his 3rd game, hitting the 10-point mark here for Lab Elite Hockey. Open the scoring here in this one as XHP tried to look for more there.
So Skalos opens the scoring. Gaudette reties it. We're tied at 1 with exactly 10 minutes to go here in period number 1. A lot of blank jerseys for Lab here tonight. We'll get your goal scores accordingly, but right now it's Serdillo who will take it across the red line and into the opposing territory. 3-on-3 the other way. Manhattan couldn't quite keep it on his stick. Now an odd man rush, 2-on-1 the other way. Skalos all the way over to his Mercyhurst teammate. I believe it was Mickey Burns who spun it around, but Serdillo will find the puck back on his tape. Manhattan, good burst of speed, trying to get around the defense, and Ryan Kenny will save it short side for a stoppage of play with 9:24 to go. Manhattan crashed into the corner, a little slow to get back to the skates. but he looks good for wear and will continue to play on once we get the face-off going. But action on both ends of the sheet here early on. So we're tied at 1. Off the draw, Les will take it back at the blue line, trying to get it up to Cerdillo. 2-on-1 short side, trying to get it again. And Kenny will make the stop. Taking a look at Ryan Kenny's stats for this season for the Reading Royals netminder. 9.43 GAA, an .815 save percentage, and a 3-4 record for the Fort Lauderdale, Florida native. Leotard will keep it in the zone, looking for the redirect right in front. Loudon will send it again, send it through once again. Les with a wished absolute howitzer that somehow stays out of the net. We've seen a lot from the blue line from Brendan Les this season, one of the alternate captains of this West Side team. The Adirondack Thunder defenseman, 1 goal and 7 assists for 8 points in the regular season for the Kinnelon, New Jersey native. Hopefully we'll see if he'll be able to join Jack Malone on the Utica Comets later on this season. But a lot of farm players for the New Jersey Devils on both teams. Obviously Jack Malone, who's playing like maybe Dawson Mercer in his rookie season, or maybe a little bit like Jack Hughes out there with how he's been able to play the puck so far. But right now, his team pinned in the opposition boards, trying to get it out. Adam Gaudette will get on his horse, and he'll skate west with it for Team Westside, trying to dance around a lab skater. That was Cam Pominosi. He was pinching him, and back the other way will come Lab, streaking the other side. But XHP will do a good defensive job, and they got numbers the other way. 2-on-1, back to 2-on-2. Sturck with a good poke check there on Adam Gaudette, and that kills any chance of a play there for XHP. 3-on-3 the other way. That one just tickles the twine on the outside. Stark will fight with it with Walton in the near corner, and Walton will win that battle real quick. And he'll send it up to Jack Malone, who's got a lot of white in front of him. Pad save there by Ryan Kenny. He makes a stoppage, and the puck will come back into neutral territory. Playing up and down both ends of the ice as Gaudette will try and set it up for Manhattan once again. Good opportunity. Ryan Kenny says no on the transition. Still on the blue paint. Kenny with another save. 2 beautiful saves there from the Reading Royals netminder, and he keeps us a tie game early on as we're 3 seconds away from the midway point in the first.
And what a save there by Ryan Kenny. 2 massive saves. Absolutely denied Pito Walton with the one-time blast. Put his hands on his head, wondering how he didn't get that one by Kenny. Some massive save shots. Currently 11-1 up on the board right now. It feels like Lab has definitely had more, but either way, right now, shots 11-1 as XHP trying to look for some more chances here as that one fired by the commissioner over the bar.
Router with the howitzer there once again as he'll treckle back over to Picanic. Trying to just take it out of the zone. He collides with Router, and instead he'll send it up ice there. McClinsky trying to send it into the zone, but he'll come back over to Sedum. I think, like you said, the shot ratio very lopsided in favor of XHP. 11-1, but still tied 1-1. Trying to dance through the entire defense was Router once again. He's been on fire so far this season. One of the team leaders in assists. But right now we'll come back over to Manhattan. Manhattan waiting. Manhattan fires off the glass. There's a one-hop off the dashboard once again. Not being able to keep it in the zone there was Malone. That was actually Picanic, and back the other way. Walton with a good defensive job and not able to send it into the net there was Greg Spitznagel, who's got the puck on his tape once again. Pass will go back into neutral territory where Alex Turchney will have to retreat. A late addition to the roster here tonight. But he will send it in. Second save of the evening there, or first save of the evening for John Werber. He is 1 for 2 between the pipes so far for XHP. And his team has had a lot of opportunities on the other end of the sheet. Manhattan, another late opportunity, and that is just going to be saved there by Kenny once again. He has been on fire so far. 12 for 13 between the pipes, and he's being peppered, but he is passing all of his tests so far tonight, Carollo.
Yeah, he's been very, very good so far tonight. Minetian doing a good job to try and drive to the net front there and get that shot off, but Kenny able to glove it up yet again. As Turchney goes the other way here on a breakaway chance. Turchney walking it all alone. He fires it off the crossbar.
Can you say, Ping, we had Team Ironbound play last game, but the Iron once again trickling with the teams as Turchney with another rocket off the tape just hits it square off the bar. We've seen these posts being rocketed here all week long so far in day 2 of the JPL Playoffs. Back the other way, Gaudet looking for another goal. He just chips it over the bar. Gaudet, a very physical player in a summer league hockey. Hey, got the NHL boys out to play here tonight as Lab will take it across into the zone, goes off the glove of Werber. Save number 4 of the evening for number 81 for XHP. Turchney will lay it back over to a Lab skater. Trying to dance through the defense once again is Skalos. Trying to take it away again is Malone. And he'll have a burst of speed the other way. Malone and Les 2-on-2, back the other direction. Now a 3-on-2. Gaudet trying to dance with the defense. Les is denied there by Ryan Kenny. What a disgusting save!
Oh my goodness, Ryan Kenny standing on his head there between the pipes. Let's take another look at that save. My goodness, Ryan Kenny, fantastic on that 3-on-2 opportunity. A massive save there by him. Able to keep it a tie game at 1 apiece. He has been lights out besides that 1 goal and has stopped 13 of 14 so far.
Back the other way, Lab trying to reward him with a goal. Can't quite get it past John Werber. And Stark trying to chase back after the puck between the legs for a Lab skater. That was Kopp, who was crashing the welcome mat. Couldn't quite get it past Werber, who was able to freeze it there for a moment, and 3:59 to go in the first period. This has been a whale of a hockey game so far. Again, there is no love lost between these two teams. Obviously, the rematch of last year's Pro Division final, as that one will squirt past Werber. Trip behind the play was less, I believe.
Actually, that was Leotard.
Who
got tripped up down there.
And
now
Trip once again.
McGee hits the deck.
And that is going to be a tripping call, and we'll get our first penalty shot of the night. Hunter McGee being tripped on the play, and XHP will get an opportunity to have their first lead of the evening. 3:39 to go in the opening frame. Here comes McGee in on Ryan Kenny for penalty shot opportunity number 1, and Kenny denies the PK right there from McGee, who shot it a little from long range from the high slot. And Kenny able to read it like a picture book, saves it with the pillows, and we remain tied at 1.
Might have seen a little bit of daylight there in between the pads in the 5-hole there of Kenny, but Kenny got just enough of it and was able to make the save. And we continue on here. Leotard with it again. He's actually mic'd up tonight as well, Sam, down in between the benches here, doing some really good mic'd up work for here at the Jersey Pro League with some awesome stuff all year. Can't wait for the 2 mic'd up sessions from these games tonight. Leotard and Remy Parker mic'd up in game number 1 of the night. So make sure to stay tuned for those on her social media pages, as well as the Jersey Pro League pages too. Some very, very good content.
Absolutely, with Remy Parker having a big game earlier on for Cheema earlier tonight, as that one goes off the crossbar again. 2 pings so far for Lab Elite in this period. It's the only that crossbar, the only thing preventing him from going up 3-1 right now. Kenny with a desperation trebuchet all the way down the length of the ice, just trying to score like Pecorino right there. Unfortunately, going about 20 feet wide of the 4x6, so it'll be an icing. With 2:43 to go in period number 1. Ones across the board. Knotted up at 1 in period number 1. Shots still 15-5 with XHockey Products just absolutely laying everything they can on Ryan Kenny, who's been nearly perfect so far. And Gaudet, actually that was Ivan Kitch, who had an opportunity on the redirect, but just couldn't quite deflect it in the direction he would want it to. And Lab will take it in their own zone, and they will get on their horse coming down east. McGee dropping back all the way over to Picanic. Actually, that was Fortescue back over there. And CDM with this top line back out here for XHockey Products will dance it all the way over to Cerdillo. Cerdillo trying to put the fancy moves in front of Ryan Kenny. Instead, we'll take it back over to CDM. Elects to play the puck back over to Pito Walton. Walton all the way back over in the near zone. Will get it back all the way over to Jack Malone. Malone back to Walton. Walton short side on Kenny. One that will go off the glove, and Fortescue will recover. $1:45 to go in period number 1. Now McGee on the partial 2-on-1 the other way, trying to get it over to Scalos for his second of the evening. And XHP denies, and here they come back on the rush. Burst of speed from Jack Malone. Closing the doors there was Ryan Kenny. Bing bong, doors are closing. And he's able to make yet another save, his 16th of the evening. And his 16th, not in a row, but his 10th in a row so far. It's been a good back half of the first period so far for Ryan Kenny, trying to keep up this performance to give Lab a shot of making their second straight JPL Finals. Ivan Kitch trying to dance it into the zone. Actually, that was Scalos who was trying to dance it in. And he'll come back over to Mineten. We'll send it up to Adam Gaudette. Gaudette back over to Malone. Two of the top players on this XHP team trying to connect for another goal. Malone all alone at the doorstep trying to bat it in. They score, but it's going to be waved off with a high stick. That was Mineten who batted it out of the air, Sidney Crosby style, but that was way over the crossbar, and that is immediately waved off.
And that's a great look from the referees. They're perfectly on the line. And Minetian just knocked this one in. It was a high stick, like you said, Trey. His stick was about a foot above the crossbar there, well over the crossbar. So good looks there from the referees, immediately catching that one and calling that goal off. Great catch there by the refs. And we stay tied at 1 apiece here with 38 seconds left to go in the frame.
It's been a definitely active first period so far. Closing in on 16 down, 32 to go as Lab looks for one more opportunity, can't quite get it. And Les will try and generate another opportunity for XHP before he's pickpocketed by Stark, who's pickpocketed himself. And Gaudette will spin around the Devils logo at center ice, trying to look for a target. On the no-look pass, he'll come back to Malone, and Gaudette back with the puck. Another low no-look pass intended for Malone. And instead, it goes to the invisible man of Claude Rains. Malone back in possession, 1 second to go. And Lab not able to get back into the opposite zone in time, and time will expire. So after 1, we're tied at 1 after 16. Very, very active on both ends of the ice, but we'll take a quick timeout before we get you to for period number 2 here. You're watching the Jersey Pro League Pro Division Playoffs on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. First period of play wrapped up here in game number 2 of tonight's action of the Jersey Pro League Pro Division Semifinals, live from the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House in Newark, New Jersey. I'm Trey Wright, he's Carollo Pascal. 1-1 your score between Team Lincoln Park and Team Westside. And we're off and running for period number 2. It was Boris Scalos who got things going here for Lab Elite early on in the first period, with Adam Gaudette responding 37 seconds later to get us our current score 1-1. And it's been a flurry of chances, but Ryan Kenny has stopped all but one on his own end of the ice, and John Werber being tested 5 times, him passing 4 of those tests here. So we go into the middle frame. And a burst of speed from Ryan Sedum, who sends it off of Ryan Kenny. Can't quite collect the rebound. Bailed out by his defenseman, but Les trying to get another opportunity here for XHP. Lester Router, who will lay it back over to Sedum. Hounded from behind there by Kopf. Long range chance, redirected in front by Router. Kenny didn't see it, but fortunately he did not have to touch the puck as that went wide. And starting back in their own end is Team Lincoln Park, looking to retain the lead as Campominosi will spin back between his own zone. A little too far for Spitznagel, but he'll capture the puck there. Spinning at the near circle. Over to Fortescue. McGee looking for an opportunity. And Lab being pinched out in the near corner. He'll come back all the way over to Les, who will get it over to Manetton. And Router was just barely able to keep it onside. Manetton had an opportunity, couldn't corral the puck in. And Fortescue will get on his horse as Lincoln Park will head west. 2-on-1 the opposite way. Werber nearly saw the puck, but it goes wide of net. And a 2-on-1 brewing if XHP can hurry. Ivan Kitch and Manetton the other way. Dancing through the defense is Manetton. He can't get it, and they score. Cerdillo, right place, right time for the go-ahead goal. XHP leads 2-1.
That was an excellent goal there by XHP. Manettian doing a ton of work to get that puck into the zone and drive it around. Kenny will take another look at it here. Looking at that replay, like you said, right place, right time there for Sordillo. He was the late man in on that play and was able to find the loose change right in front of Ryan Kenny and give XHP the 2-1 lead.
And that has been a long time coming in this game. The shot ratio still 18-5 in favor of Team Westside as they look for a trip back to the finals. Ivan Kitchen opportunity. Fortescue denies it on the good back check. Gaudette with the first goal for XHP tonight, looking for another. Spins it around, trying to find a skater in front. Denied all the way back, and looking for the long-range chance was Lab. And Werber will deflect that up into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the left-hand side of the Potsdam, New Rochelle, New York native. That was a heck of a crank there from Boris Skalos, who just absolutely ripped it to heck and back. Leo Todd will send it off of Turchney, who will lay it back over to Skalos. Turchney back with the biscuit on the tape. 13-16 to go in the second period. XHP leads. Turchney trying to retie it here. But Jack Malone, another burst of speed from the Utica Comet. Puck goes a little too out in front of him, and Lab will come back the other way. Once again, more back and forth play between the 2 and the 3 seeds. Winner of tonight will face Team Ironbound, brought to you by Cheema Products. In Thursday's final game, XHP looking for the three-peat, and Lab looking for redemption after last year. Werber able to gobble up the puck in the blue paint for another stoppage there for the New Rochelle native. Down to 12:46 to go in the second period. XHP leading 2-1, 18-7 your shot ratio. Kopf and Gaudette will meet in the face-off circle. Kopf will win it for Lab, and they'll immediately take it back into the neutral zone where they'll reset. Kopf nearly ran straight into Stark. Fortunately, both skaters able to put on the brakes, and Kopf will lose the puck there. Turchney will regain it here for Lab, just trying to get anything to go. Scramble in front, nobody able to get it, and Gaudette will get on his horse the other way. Malone trying to get on the 2-on-1, but a good back check there from Lab, able to cancel that out. Nobody knows where the puck is. Gaudette is able to put it up right on a platter, trying to tee it off and drive it. Kenny says no once again, and he has been keeping this Lab team in this contest so far. 17 saves on 19 shots for the Reading Royals netminder.
Man, he is getting pelted down there in between the pipes. 2 great chances there from Adam Gaudette, already up to 19 shots on the night. Has saved 17 already as that one goes sailing over the bar by Picnic.
Walton will collect the puck and will send it back over to Alex Router. Router wearing the captaincy for this team as Lab will poke it out of the zone. Spitznagel on the mano-a-mano will lose that battle to Peto Walton. He'll send it up to Ryan Seedem. And Seedem will take it up back over to Walton off of the glove of Kenny. Another good opportunity for XHP there. Seedem back with the puck over to Router. Tic-tac-toe pass. Goes back on the half wall. And Router will set things up once again. Lab trying to set it back out of the zone. McClinsky with a little bit of room on the far end. Sends it back over to Spitznagel, who just cranks it a little bit wide. Campominosi will send it back. Now McClinsky, he is able to score. What a sequence there for Lab, and a disgusting point-blank goal there for McClinsky. And the Holy Cross skater able to retie things. Holy.
And we are tied once again. A great goal there from McClinsky. Some excellent work there by Lab to just put the pressure on, and they're able to find the back of the cage and tie this game up at 1 and able to put that puck right over the pads of Werber on his left side. On just the 7th shot of the game is walking in, Pikanich with it. Good back check there by Fortescue.
Pikanich, another opportunity is less at the doorstep, disrupted by Skalos. And Pikanich back up the other way over to Burns. Burns and Skalos, 2 of the Mercyhurst players on this team. Neither of them with numbers, so it'll be a little hard to identify both of them as Router trying to go behind the back on Kenny. The puck is still alive. Kenny able to save it on less. I have no idea what Ryan Kenny was thinking, but somehow he got away with it. That is the textbook definition of we take those. And Kenny absolutely bailed out by the hockey gods there.
For sure, and that's honestly the perfect description of it, Trey. He will definitely take that save for sure. Gets up to the 20-shot mark here this evening off of that one. Has been good for 18 of 20 so far. And looking at his stats this year, has had a .943 GAN and .815 save percentage. Has been very good so far this JPL season as he makes another big save there.
Fortescue to McGee, back over to Burns. Burns trying to send it over to Skalos, who can't quite get it. Skalos back the other way. He'll send it up to McGee. McGee dropping it all the way over to Fortescue, trying to go back to Burns up beneath the line. Try to get over to Fortescue for the beneath the line shot, but it'll come back over to Skalos. Nifty little play with the mitts there, and it'll come back over to McGee, who will set it up for Mickey Burns once again. Burns will lose it, and it'll come all the way back over to Lab as they try and get it back into the zone. Tapped out of there, and it'll come back over to Skalos, who'll drop it all the way over for Kopf. Kopf, big burst of speed for the Brown center, and he will crank it just a little bit wide. It'll come all the way back over to Stark, who will drop it back over for Kopf, but it just comes out of the corner. Kopf and Tershny race for the puck, but then they realize they're on the same team, so they let each other go. Stark and Tershny trying to go for the 2-on-1, can't get it to connect. Now Les will try and set it up for Malone once again. Jack Malone streaking again, loses the puck a little bit. Gaudette can't corral it. Now numbers the other way. 3-on-1 for Lab if they hurry. Kopf lays it back all the way over for Stark. Trying to get it back over to Stark once again. They can't connect. Back the other way, 2-on-1 this time for XHP. Gaudette will rip it home. He didn't even need the extra skater on the other side. He takes it himself for the house call. And XHP back out in front off the stick of the St. Louis Blue.
Man, that was a rip there from Gaudette, and what a chance for both teams there back either way. That chance for Lab, Kopf, with a lot of great chances there on that shift, but Adam Gaudette, like you said, that St. Louis Blue, able to just rip that one home past Ryan Kenny on the far side, beating him blocker high, giving XHP their lead back, his second of the night already. One in the first and one here in the second, giving them back their lead 3-2 as Werber covers up here with 8:35 left to go in the middle frame.
And this is setting up to be a barn blitz of a final end of this game. Obviously, we've got the back end of this period coming up in about 60 seconds, was we're only midway through this game. We're already midway through this game. This has been a fast-moving game so far, but it doesn't mean it has not been fun. This has been absolutely entertaining to watch as Malone dances through the defense once again, and he rips it home and scores! And that is a howitzer from the future New Jersey Devil. Hopefully, Jack Malone take a bow there.
That was a rip there from Malone. Couldn't have done it any better, and the MVP keeps on cooking here in the playoffs. He has had a fantastic season, and like you said, potential future New Jersey Devil. They could definitely use a shot like that as he ripped that one right above the shoulder, short side there on Ryan Kenny. On the 21st shot of the evening for XHP.
Could definitely use a winger there on this Devils team, but we've got so many wingers on the team already.
A lot of depth, but depth never hurts.
Exactly. Taken back the other way is Pikanich, who's just trying to defend there on McClinsky, who's got the last lab goal, just trying to get his team back into the contest. Had Ruben at the high slot, couldn't get it, and another odd man rushed back the other way. Leotard gets it blocked in front by McClinsky. Desperation there. That was actually Cam Pominosi who'll send it up for Mickey Burns. Burns the other way is Ruben next to him, 2-on-2, and Burns will shoot it himself, and it'll go straight into the breadbasket of Werber, as we're just past halfway in this game so far. Shots 21-10 in favor of Team Westside, and they lead 4-2 at the halfway point in the semifinal game, a rematch of last year's championship fight for the Jersey Pro League Pro Division. Back between the legs was Burns, saved by Werber. Oh, boy. Now that was an opportunity there.
What a move there from Burns to try and go through the legs and put that one top shelf above Werber. An excellent skill set there by Mickey Burns. Has been great all season for this Lab Elite team. 13 points for the Mercyhurst forward from Wayne, New Jersey.
Ivan Kitch sends one in, blocked in front, goes wide. And he'll come back all the way over to Fortescue, trying to get his team back into this contest. They trail by 2. McGee trying to get on his horse. Way out of his crease there was Werber, who will come out and freeze the puck. A dangerous play there, but it works for Werber. And he is able to freeze things with 6:43 to go. Some aggressive goaltending on both ends of the ice here.
You know how we were talking about before about Kai in the last game looking a little bit like Marty Brodeur coming out with that poke check save. We almost just had a Marty Brodeur moment where he dropped his stick and it went into the back of the net there with Werber. Luckily, he was able to jump on top of it in time. But he came out, ended up dropping the stick. But luckily, he was able to cover. And we stay at a 2-goal lead for XHP.
Numbers deflected the other way as Burns will set all the way up for Skalos. 2-on-2 for Skalos. He sends it in. Werber makes both saves, collects his own rebound. And Lab starting to try and knock back into this game. 2 straight shots from Team Lincoln Park. So they try and claw back in, down by 2 with 6:17 now to go in the second. Winner of tonight's game will play Cheema on Thursday night. In the finals matchup, as Gaudette already looking for a hat trick. He backhands it in, just sails over the corner of the crossbar. Sedum will send it back all the way in. Malone looking for his second of the evening. Will sail around the defense. Sets it back all the way over for Sedum. For Gaudette looking for a hat trick. Walton just barely takes it out of the zone, and that is easily going to be offsides. Walton looking a little bit in disbelief of that, but that was pretty much just textbook offsides. Puck just pops out of the zone there and comes back in.
And you were mentioning the finals there, Trey, with the winner of this game, like you said, playing against Cheema Hockey, with potentially, depending on what happens in the rest of this game, if Lab can find a way to come back and get this thing tied and maybe win, we'll have a new winner for the first time in 2 years here in the Jersey Pro League Club Division as Gaudette walks in, he fires, saved there by Kenny with the shoulder. But like I was saying, winner of this game will play Cheema. That is going to be game number 1 on Thursday, set for 7 p.m. for the day of champions here in the Jersey Pro League for both the Pro and Club divisions.
And Kopp was trying to bring Lab back within one here. Saved by Werber, his 12th save of the evening. As Malone, another good burst of speed. He will scream down the near side. Trying to look for the wraparound. Kenny will say no. Nuneaton will try and get it once again. Gets it over to Malone, looking for goal number 2 of the evening. McClinsky will take it away from Gaudet, and he'll send it back into neutral territory. Not enough for an icing, as tracking back for it will be Brendan Less. He'll try and get it up to Nuneaton once again, but Spitznagel will deny both skaters, and he'll take it back over for Lab. All the way over to McClinsky, he scores! Holy Christmas, what a shot from Liam McClinsky. 2 straight goals for the Holy Cross winger. And just like that, Lab back within 1. They trail 4-3 here with 4:36 to go in the second. What a one-time touch shot from McClinsky there.
That was a fantastic pass in front. What a goal there for McClinsky. His second of the game and second of the period, as like you said, down by only 1 goal now. Here is this Lab team. An excellent goal there for McClinsky. 2 goals, very similar for him this evening. And he's put in some great work so far this year. Before the playoffs, already had 15 points in just 5 games, collects another 2 goals, and now is up to 11 on the year. So he has it again.
And he's got another opportunity right in front off of the post. I thought that went in for the Natty Hattie. But Turchney will take it back again. Nobody was home in black in the low slot. And Nuneaton and Picanich will try and take it back, trying to get back to a 2-goal lead. Nuneaton all the way over to Picanich, trying to send it in. The net will come off of its moorings. Router will try and take it off. The net is still off.
And the referee going over to try and fix it right now and picks that, tried to pick the corner there, top shelf. Comes careening all the way out. Now the referee finally able to fix that net over there behind Ryan Kenny.
I'm really surprised that they didn't blow the play dead there, as Les will once again track back and start from his own end of the ice. He'll get it all the way over to Walton, who's still looking for his first goal of the evening, his second goal of the evening. Manettan trying to skate through the entire defense, but gets pickpocketed there. And here come the 2 Mercyhurst skaters. Burns over to Skalos. Back over to Burns. Oh, he cranks it wide. I thought he had a wide open chance, but Skalos had a beautiful opportunity, and another one from Mickey Burns. Skalos has got the only goal so far of that Mercyhurst duo, but they had a beautiful opportunity there. Burns once again on the puck. He's got Skalos behind him. Campomenosi on the ice as well. And without a stick is Werber. Werber still without it. Ivankich just trying to waste a little bit of time. The referee will give Werber back his stick. Good on the stripes there. Hopping over the puck there was Campomenosi. And Rubin will have a little bit of space and a little bit of speed back the other way. Campomenosi will collect it back. Actually, that was McGee who will set it up over for Burns. Burns just barely able to keep it within the zone, trying to get it in. Oh, what a beautiful save. No, they score! I believe that was Skalos who was able to put it in. So the Mercyhurst duo able to recap for their mistake and tie it up with 2:07 to go in the second.
What a pass across there from Burns to Skalos. And like you said, that Mercyhurst duo getting it done here for Lab Elite Hockey here in this second period. And we are tied. What a feed across and just a wide open cage there for Skalos. And he rips it home. A beautiful, beautiful shot
now
there from him.
We'll have to see which one scored and which one had the assist. As a howitzer from Fortescue will just go wide. We'll get the official ruling once we get it. As Kopp all the way over, they score! Was that McClinsky on the one-timer? I couldn't tell who it was. It was Kopp definitely with the apple, and Lab back out front. I believe it's actually going to be McGee who scored that.
We'll have to try and take another look at it here on the replay, but regardless, now a 5-4 lead, and looking back at the
It is going to be McGee who will get the goal. It's the go-ahead red light for Lab as they are back out front with $1:27 to go in the second period.
And going back to that fourth goal, it was indeed Skalos who tied this game up in 4 at 4, and now McGee with the go-ahead here with 1:15 left to go. Here in the second period, shots 22-18 as we get closer to the end of this middle frame.
Kopp will dump it into the zone, trying to get some fresh legs on here for Team Lab Elite. Picnic, actually that was Cedem who will take it up over to Walton, but they lost it a little bit. Now a 2-on-0 the other way. McClinsky to Spitznagel, back to McClinsky, he scores! There's the hat trick for the Holy Cross winger, and Lab takes a commanding 2-goal lead. What a setup from those two line mates.
And that is McClinsky's hat trick goal all in this period. So a single period hat trick for Liam McClinsky, now up to 12 goals this season, hitting the 18-point mark. And if I'm correct on that, looking at the assists as well, he has now taken the team lead in points, taking that from Tyler Kopp, who was at 17, hasn't recorded a point tonight, or at least on the score sheet hasn't so far.
No, I believe Kopp had the assist on
the C.J. McGee goal.
I believe
it's not credited right now. We'll have to see if they end up updating that. But regardless, for right now, Liam McClinsky taking the lead in points and giving his team a 2-goal lead to end out the second period here. A massive, massive goal there from McClinsky.
And just barely offsides were Team Lincoln Park with 3 1/6 to go in period number 2. For your XHP, you are wetting the bed just a little bit here. You are just shaking in your boots. It's very hard to three-peat. And right now, they have got to get 2 goals in 16 minutes. They have the firepower to do so. But Lab looking very strong, looking for a little bit of redemption after last coming up short back in 2023. We'll step aside for a brief moment, but when we return, third period of action on tap here in game number 2 of tonight's coverage. Six or 32 down, 16 to go. As we welcome you back to the third period of action in what can be described as, so far, the game of the playoffs between Team Westside, who is down 4-6, to Team Lincoln Park. It's the pen to the paper for period number 3. Trey Wright and Corella Pascal bringing you the action as Lab with a commanding 2-goal lead and trying to turn to a 3-goal lead as Skalos coming back the other way in all alone on Werber. Did Werber make the save? He did. That may have been the game saver for John Werber. And Skalos looking for the hat trick, absolutely starstruck as he sits in the blue paint.
Let's take another look at that save. My goodness, what a save there with the toe of the skate there from Werber. An excellent save there on Skalos. Walked right in, tried to go back to the forehand, and Werber just barely able to get the toe down in time and make the save and keep it only a 2-goal lead here for Lab Elite Hockey.
It'll be Walton looking to respond on the other end of the ice. Walton with 1 goal tonight, I believe, will come over to Jack Malone, who definitely has 1 goal, at least 1 goal. Gaudette has 2, as he'll spin it back over to Walton. Walton will spin it around, coming up over to Malone as the top line is out here for Team XHP. Dangerous in front as XHP nearly took it away. Looking for the stretch pass to Turchney, but Walton will intercept it the other way. And Lab will come back and start in their own end. It'll be Mickey Burns skating all the way up. Skalos is just a bit offsides. And we'll have a stoppage with 14:40 to go in the third period of a very, very eventful back and forth game so far.
This has been a really, really good game so far. And like you said, Trey, potentially game of the playoffs so far. I know we've only had 3 games coming into this one, and 2 of them very, very competitive. The only one that wasn't so competitive as they score. What a shot! Put it through 5-hole on Werber. I think that was Ruben who put that one in.
Oh boy, it was Ruben there. The Merrimack skater. Holy Christmas, I don't even know what to say. He went short side 5-hole through Werber, and now it's a 3-goal lead. That is the worst lead to have in hockey. But my goodness, Lab is just putting the pedal all the way to the floorboard here. XHP stunned right now as they try to get back in this game, but they trail by 3 late in this one. They still got plenty of time to put 3 on the board. Lab just trying to tear away with this one. But Pikanich will take it back all the way over to the near wall, hounded there by Campominosi. Drop back pass all the way over to Malone, and that one will go into the high glass. Stays in play. We continue to play on as Router will dig for Campominosi right on his 6. Les will keep it all the way in the zone, but that will go under Pikanich as he gingerly skates off the ice. I don't know if there's some sort of injury.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding his hand. Ended up taking his glove off. Looks like he might be holding his hand a little bit. Might have got whacked there.
As Les will crank one, save by Kenny. He has been stout in net so far. He has saved 20 of 24 XHP shots. And right now, if Lab is able to hold on, it's between Kenny and McClinsky for the MVP of this game. Definitely the 3 and 2 stars. As that one nearly deflected in there by Leotard. Leotard digging at it with Fortescue. Fortescue will win the battle on the far boards, and McClinsky will set on his horse the other way. Over to Spitznagel. That connection has been lethal so far. Back over to Fortescue. Fortescue dumping it back over to McGee. McClinsky will take it. Back over to McGee, to Fortescue, right in front, not able to quite get it. That was a little bit further than he would want to, but McGee will regain the puck all the way over in the near corner. Fortescue to McClinsky, couldn't quite get anything on it, and that's deflected in front. Sordillo looking for his 2nd of the evening. McClinsky, a good back check there, able to stop Sordillo from making this a 2-goal game. Gaudet will make it a 2-goal game anyway as he rips home his hat trick. And just like that, XHP back within 2. And Adam Gaudet coming to play as well. He has been on fire all year long. That is goal number 17 of the season for the Braintree Mass native.
And that is 1, 2, 3 for Adam Gaudet. Goal in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And like you said, now up to 17 goals in just game number 5 of the year, as XHP trying to do everything they can to get back into this one and tie it. Down by 2 with about 12 and change left to play. Shots 25-20 here in this 3rd period.
It's been a good one so far, and XHP just trying to make it a great one as they dance through the defense. Walton just trying to get through the defenseman. Undress a couple of guys as well as at the doorstep was Gaudet looking for a 4th. Kenny had no idea where it was, and unfortunately goes wide if you're a Lab fan. And Team Lincoln Park will start back at their own end of the ice once again. Lab will skate it all the way up. Turchney all the way over to Lab, fighting for it in the far corner. Cedem will take it, but Lab just trying to fight for it. And Gaudet will spin away from a couple of defensemen. He'll get away from Skalos, and he'll set it up for Cedem. 2-on-2, equal numbers the other way. Cedem looking to draw within 1. Tied up there by Turchney. Sedum still with the biscuit. All the way to Gaudette trying to fake through the defense. But here comes Burns once again. That's actually Skalos all the way over with Turchney. Open area. He scores! I believe that is Boris Skalos. And if it is, it's a hat trick there for the Mercyhurst winger. And he brings Lab back up 3 with 11:07 to go in the third.
That's a great goal there, and a big answer there for Lab Elite Hockey, trying to get through the rest of this third period and finish things out here in this game. And we're going to have to double check, make sure that is Skalos for his hat trick goal. We will see, trying to pull up the live stats right now to see and confirm if that is indeed Skalos. But regardless, a very, very good goal and needed goal there on the answer there for Lab Elite Hockey as Router streaks down the far side boards.
Router has been quiet over the last couple of weeks for XHP. He's been quiet tonight so far. No points on the evening for the commissioner of the Jersey Pro League. Blowing a tire there was Maneaton, and Kopf will take it away. Kopf still looking for his first official point of the evening. He had the assist on one of the goals, although it was not credited to him. He's looking to take that points lead back away there as Maneaton was looking for another opportunity. Shot will go wide. Closing in on 10 minutes to go in period number 3. McClinsky he dices through the defense, but can't quite finish it for the Bakers Hattie. Instead, he'll get it to McGee looking for goal number 2. That one trickles all the way over off the redirect from Werber. It'll come all the way back over. Third line on here for Lab Elite. Top line or second line here for XHP. Sordillo looking to draw back within 2. Trying to set up McGee, the other McGee brother, all the way to the other end. Ivan Kitch trying to keep it into the zone. He is unsuccessful. And Leotard will skate backwards a little bit. Gives himself a little bit of room, and he'll start with it in his own end. Leotard looking to take it all the way to the house himself. A little bit of a flick shot there in the high slot. Easy save from Ryan Kenny. Leotard still with the puck. He loses it, and it comes all the way back over to McGee. CJ McGee will flip it all the way back over to Fortescue, as Drew Fortescue will take it over, and now Sordillo will take it back. 3-on-3 the opposite direction, and taking it back out of the zone is McGee, and Hunter McGee will take it back all the way over, and Sordillo will try and set things up for Mr. NHL, Adam Gaudette. Gaudette all the way over to Sedum. Jack Malone, a good bit of speed himself, but not able to get a good shot off. Good back check there from the defense. And Lab looking to hold this with 8:30 to go in the third period. They lead 8-5. Sedum looking to draw within 2 once again. Short side chance, unsuccessful. Fortescue trying to steer it out of harm's way. Malone trying to get a little bit of space. Instead, he'll come back over to a Lab skater. And Turchney will just be off sides as Skalos was a little ahead of the puck. And we'll have a face-off here with 8:11 to go.
And Lab Elite Hockey just trying to hold on here. 3-goal lead with 8:11 left to go, like you said, Trey. And they are trying to just hold on here and finish out this game. And if they're able to do so, we will have a new champion for the first time in 2 years here in the Jersey Pro League. XHP winning the championship in the Pro Division for the last 2 years, as Lab trying to eliminate them to knock off the three-peat chances.
Again, the three-peat is so hard to do even at the Summer League, and XHP finding themselves down by a trio. Sedum looking to change that. He sends it in. Kenny with a good save with the pillows. And the Mercyhurst duo back the other way. Skalos all the way back over. Can't quite get it over to Burns. And trickling the other way is Gaudette looking for a fourth. He is denied by Kenny. What a save there from Ryan. Kenny able to save it again off the NHLer. Manetten over to Walton. He will send it in, deflected in by Gaudette, and he scores. Baker's hat trick for Adam Gaudette. It's a 4-pack of red lights for him. And XHP has life with 7:08 to go. 6-8 your score in the late stages of the third period.
That was a great goal there from Gaudet, able to cash in on the rebound chances right in front. And he is now at 4 goals, up at 18. He already had 5 goals in a single game, I think twice already this season.
Stark looking to respond in kind the other way as his stick lifted a little bit there. Kopp will come back. Kopp just trying to dance around with it. Les has got it. Stark just, oh my goodness. I don't even have words for what that was. Stark came in there like a heat-seeking missile. He came in like Iron Man, I'm not going to lie. Had just a wicked wrist shot on the one-timer and just cranks it about 30 feet wide. I think Pavel Zacha would have been proud of that shank.
He launched that one on the one-time blast. Ended up putting it wide and then tumbled into the boards as...
That is something Pavel Zacha would do. And I hope Boston enjoys him. I hope Boston is enjoying him.
He had a great season last year. Had a very, very good season last year.
Yeah, but he cost him in the playoffs, and all the Bruins fans were complaining on Twitter. I'm like,
this is true, but that's kind of what Boston
Hey, we got
does.
Eric Hall out of it.
That's fair.
I think that's a fair trade.
Get Eric Hall.
We got depth centering. We got a center that's actually a fan favorite as Spitznagel will hit Manettin off of the puck. Now Router trying to fight for it. 3-on-2 the other way. 2-on-3 rather, as Spitznagel over with McClinsky. Again, that connection has been so good so far tonight, connecting for 3 of McClinsky's goals. But Router will come back the other way, trying to dance past McClinsky. The commissioner trying to dance past the Holy Cross skater with 5:45 to go. XHP needs 2 to tie it, and Kenny is able to make the save to prevent it from being a 1-goal deficit. That was close, but no cigar. And Lab just trying to hold on here for the final. 5:39, they lead by 2. They say a 3-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey, but 2 goals is even more dangerous. As Burns will lose the draw, come back over to Manettin. Les will take it at his own blue line. The opposing blue line rather trickling in. Kenny will steer it aside. Cerdillo hounded at the boards by Skalos. He still has the puck. Burns is trying to take it away from him. Manettin trying to steer around Drew Fortescue. And a little miscommunication between Les and Sordillo, but Sordillo still with the biscuit. Back over to Les. He sends the puck in. Coming back over to Les, trying to send the rubber back in the back of the net. Sordillo with it. 5 minutes to go. Trying to deke through was Ivankich. Kenny denies him on the sick mitts.
That was a good move there from Ivankich, but Kenny read it well. Textbook save there with the glove with 5 minutes on the dot left to go here in period number 3. How desperate do we see XHP get here in these final 5 minutes? I'm sure once we get closer,
I'd say with
to the 2-minute mark.
2 minutes to go is going to be the magic number for when they pull John Werber. If they don't score here, which they just barely don't, I thought Gaudet was going to have a wide open chance there as he and Malone have been lethal as well. But Skalos and McGee back the other way, off of the iron for Skalos. Everybody thought that it went in. It comes back over to Burns, who is stood up there. A good post job from Leotard. Now still under 5 to go, under 4:30 to go in the third period. Like you said, desperation starting to creep in. John Werber playing like a second baseman there a little bit. He keeps the play alive. Gaudet will take Fortescue away from him. But Fortescue will be back on the puck. 4:04 now to go and counting. How long does John Werber stay in the crease? Tershny just trying to have the dagger here. He's skating, he is waiting, and Werber able to make the stop and freeze play. No, they're gonna keep play going. Referee had the whistle in the mouth, but they're already going, so we continue to play on. And Malone trying to take a little bit of advantage there, but here comes Kopp down the far side. Big Brown streak the other way. He scores! And that very well may be the dagger. Tyler Kopf for Brown University may have just put this game away.
A 3-goal lead here with 3:33 left to go. What a shot there from Brown, able to put it through 5-hole there on Werber. An excellent shot there from Kopf, and a great read to knock that puck away there on that pass back from Malone to Gaudet. Just a little bit too soft on that pass. And Kopf was able to poke it away and just streak down the far side boards and put this thing potentially to bed.
It's not quite on ice yet, as right in front, Kenny makes another spectacular save. He has been nearly perfect, 24 for 30 on the evening so far, and his team has rewarded him right in front. Was an opportunity there. 2-on-1 the other way, desperation coming here as Router tries to put it in to get his team back within 2. Good back check there from Lab as they look to punch their ticket back to the JPL Pro Division Finals. 2:30 now to go. And I don't think Werber is going to come out of his net here as Lab will take the puck back into the zone, just trying to kill as much time as they can. 3-2-on-3 the other way. Walton trying to take it off of the Lab stick, dropping it back over to McClinsky. McClinsky trying to center it through. Nobody was home in black. And Walton, actually that's Sordillo, as here to the bench comes Werber. Extra skater on. Sordillo still with the vulcanized rubber. 2 minutes to go here in the third period of the semifinals. XHP looking to keep the three-peat alive. Lab looking for a trip back to the JPL Finals. Gaudet with 4 tonight already. Sees it deflected in front. Still with an opportunity. Back at the half wall. Campominosi will send it back over into the corner. Starting to buzz are XHP. They need 3 to tie in the next $1.37. Campominosi just trying to get it out of the zone. And here comes McClinsky all the way with the net empty. He just barely backhands it wide at the doorstep. Spitznagel puts it home and he puts it to bed. He's been looking for one all night long, and Greg Spitznagel puts the nail in the coffin of the King. And with 1:24 to go in the third period, that will do it. And Lab Elite Team Lincoln Park is 120 away from their second straight finals appearance. And XHP is absolutely stunned.
XHP not able to get back to the finals unless a miracle happens here in the final minute. But the three-peat will not happen as Lab Elite Hockey will move on to take on Cheema in the JPL Finals. Set for Thursday at 7 o'clock as Sordillo fires, saved by Kenny again. But that is going to be a fantastic matchup there in the final, and arguably between the two top goaltenders in the JPL in Jason Kai and Ryan Kenny.
It is going to be an absolute blast there Thursday night. 25 seconds to go. Just trying to get one more opportunity. Ivan Kitch can't quite put it home. Ivan Kitch at the far corner, 16 seconds left. One last opportunity. But Manettan will send it all the way over to his own end of the ice. 7 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. The King is dead. And Lab Elite Team Lincoln Park takes the dagger that XHP has held over this pro division for 2 years, drowns the beast. And they have got a date with Team Ironbound Thursday night here at the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House. What a game for this team. And like you said, the two top goaltenders in the Pro Division for the Jersey Pro League squaring off Thursday night.
It is set for a good one. For the Pro Division final, we will have a new winner for the first time in 2 years. here in the Jersey Pro League Pro Division, and giving you just a little bit of a quick preview for that game. This season, Lab and Cheema faced each other 2 times. Each time, Cheema won both games, both by a 2-goal win. The first game going all the way back to June 13th was a 10-8 win for Cheema, and then on July 2nd, a 9-7 win for Cheema Hockey. So it's going to be a close one here in the final.
And Cheema also looking for the three-peat in the season matchups as well. But what a night here tonight for the semifinal round of the Pro Division. Cheema upending 43 Oak earlier on tonight, and the King has been slayed. XHP being downed by Lab Elite for our finals matchup. Or halfway home through this week of playoffs here for the Jersey Pro League. Tomorrow night, the semifinals for the Club Division. Game number 1 between Mr. Lemon Stick Wax and game number 1 between College Hockey Buzz and
Joker
Ammerman. And then game 2 between Mr. Lemon Stick Wax and Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Coverage will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock and 8:30 Eastern Time, respectively. And of course, Thursday night, the Night of Champions, as we'll crown both the club and the Pro Division champions. But that is then, this is now. Thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's coverage of the Jersey Pro League playoffs. On behalf of Scotty Poltz, Emily Cott, Colton Reynolds, Corolla Pascal, and myself, my name is Trey Wright. Have a great evening, folks.